I've got Ministry Z here.
The
How you
boy
doing?
Z.
How you doing, Z?
Dog, you know what's mad? It's been a crazy day in the dunya.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Crazy day in the dunya.
It's been a crazy day. It's
Boy,
been a mad
yeah,
one.
I've been. I would say, I don't want to touch too much on it, but you know the unfortunate situation surrounding player of Manchester United.
Yeah.
You know we've all seen the images and the recordings. You know, prayers and condolences, obviously, and you know everything to her family. But we move, and you know, I just wanted to just pass the message if anyone's witnessing such incidents in their life or gone through anything, reach out to us, and we'll get you in touch with any organisations in which we can help you with.
Yeah. Great words there. Great words. But hopefully we can try and make the weekend a bit better and get into a spicy debate.
Doug, I'm loving this one.
These are three legends of the Premier League of European football.
Bro, you know you couldn't let this one slide without me, dog. You know you couldn't let this one slide without me.
I couldn't let it slide because you need. We've got some opinions on this, okay? Lampard, Gerrard, Scholes. So many questions surrounding them. Them part of the golden generation, or the amount of trophies won between them. They're revered so highly amongst their peers. But the question has always been there. It's been asked to pundits, it's been asked to players, who is the best out of all three of them? Now, we're gonna start off by just going through each player, kind of giving you a brief overview of like what they kind of did, how they kind of play style, nothing too much, and then we're gonna get into the real meat of it and see who you guys think is the better player. And now, before that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna post a link below, and eventually you guys are gonna be able to come on and have your say. Okay, you're gonna give your thoughts. If you have any spicy takes, so I've heard some people say that certain men are better. I've heard people say, why is Beckham not here? I don't know. I've heard people say why isn't Gascoigne on here? Like big,
you know.
Like some people say, does Wayne Rooney qualify? I don't know about all that, but each to their own. But if you want to, some people have said Jack Wilshere is more talented than all three of them. That's a bit crazy to me, but hey,
that's mad, you know. That's mad, you know. That Donny's name's even come out. You know what's mad to touch on that one, dog? Jack Grealish. Ooh. I like the player. I liked him at Villa. You know, when he's gone to fucking what's that place? He's gone to City. Yeah. I told you they're irrelevant in it, so I don't even play with them dogs. And he's become nothing, in my opinion. You get what I mean? He's nothing over there. If man, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna set the fireworks off, dog. Scholes all day. All day. Man, I see man in the comments, bro. Listen, right? The ginger nut assassin. That's what man's gonna call him, the ginger nut assassin. Them man, they're different. Passing calibers, mad. You understand? Switch it, short, long range. Brother, I don't even remember when my man was a shadow striker. Man, you see the Young Bucks one, if you remember the shadow striker days, you know, dog. So, when I really want to get into it, Lampard, dog, good player and all, but you ain't in this caliber. You ain't in this thing. Lampard's not in this thing. Gerrard, I liked him when he was Oliver Twist. You see when Gerrard was Oliver Twist, when Gerrard was first coming up and he was being the Oliver Twist guy when he was slim and that, I fucked with Gerrard them days. But you know, after that, when he started becoming some fake John Cena and that, man said, nah. You know, man said, nah. There's all trap star. You call everyone a trap star, hood star, whatever. He's a slip star. Them man, there are slip star G, bro. That's what you call him, slip star G.
Hey guys, you need to back your man. He's slandering Lampard, slandering Gerrard. He called Gerrard a fake John Cena. You have to back your man. Man.
Nah, dog, go Google his images. You know when he first come true and he was all humble and that. Them man, they were looking like Oliver Twist. Then he started getting all cheeky and that. He got little fat on him and everything. And then after it's done, he thought, rah, I'm that guy. You're not that guy.
Oh, it's crazy. But first off, I want to highlight Lampard as a player because I've heard a lot of comparisons between him and Bruno. And I think those are kind of naive. I don't think people actually understand like Lampard's game. And it's not the same as Bruno's. He wasn't playing like Bruno. He did get a lot of goals and assists, but he wasn't just like doing the Bruno job. He was doing a lot more than that. Like the guy was actually doing a lot of like defending and then working from deep to progress the ball. And then he would also come in for the last minute, for the late runs, the back post headers, the crazy penalties, the free kicks. Like the guy was a talented player. So what are your thoughts on Lampard?
No, Lampard, yeah. You know what is crazy with Lampard? I think because Lampard never had that mad natural ability, it's all hard work. And this is something in football which is so underrated. Do you get what I mean? Like, no disrespect to Lampard. I see people comparing Lampard and Bruno, but like you just touched on there, two different players. Lampard, as you said, he can drop deep, defend, dictate play, and end up on the end of things. Do you get what I mean? It's much different. You're talking about a very intelligent footballer. Do you get what I mean? Very intelligent footballer. And with Lampard, the interesting thing, you saw him progress season on season on season. This is a guy that guaranteed you 20 goals each season. I heard Rio Ferdinand speaking on all three. And Rio Ferdinand said, I'll pick Lampard. Because Lampard guarantees me goals. Do you get what I mean? And I ain't mad at that. I ain't mad at that. Do you get what I mean? I ain't mad at that. But when you're talking about pure football, because this is what's crazy, because when you bring up stats and you bring up that Bruno broke Lampard's record, Chelsea fans go, oh, it's not all about that. Do you get what I mean? And he done it with less penalties. Let's point that out. They say it's not all about that. But then after this is the same conversation we're talking about when we talk about Scholesy. Because when you talk about Scholesy, you're talking about appreciation. You don't need the numbers. It's art. Do you get what I mean? You see, when you see a quality piece of art on the wall, you don't need to know the price. You just know that it's quality. Do you get what I mean? You see, when you go shopping and you touch the fabric and you know the fabric is good, you know what I mean? Yeah. You see, when you see a booty on the street and you know that booty good and juicy, you don't need to. You want to get hands on that booty. You get what I mean? So at the end of the day, bro, that's what it was with Scholesy, innit? And then when you're looking at Gerrard, that's another guy. Like he had it all. Defensive, attacking, he had a stinger shot, like, and he was that boy, innit? He was that boy hero. Like, it's different, I think, because he also had a personality. You can say Stevie G had kind of the X factor. Do you get what I mean? But in terms of Lampard, I think Lampard is so underrated because he never had that mad tech that Scholesy had. He never had that mad tech that Gerrard had. So people overlook him, but you can't overlook hard work. 20 goals guaranteed every season on season.
Yeah,
I've seen this guy playing against a prime Barcelona and the guys drop him back. I think people forget that goal when Drogba scored, right? Man, I forget that Lampard was the one that initiated that, you know? He nicked that ball off Messi. You'd be like, people forget he was tracking Messi that whole game. Yeah. So I don't see Bruno doing that. Do you get what I mean? So salute to the boy Lamps. Salute to the boy Lamps. Obviously, he's added on a few pounds and ting and them. And after Donny looks like, we call him Kebab Lampard. But, it is what it is.
Yeah. Like Lampard was crazy. That guy is crazy.
I'm seeing the comments going mad right now, dog. See the comments going mad right now, dog.
I'm pretty sure people are saying Gerrard, end of discussion. I'm seeing 3 busts as a Legends one shirt. They haven't heard of the other 2. That's an uncomfortable one right there.
I said, how did Gerrard sneak in there with 0 league titles? Bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. Let's be real. I don't know how Gerrard snuck in there with no league titles. This is why I put Lamps ahead of Gerrard. So I put Lamps ahead of Gerrard. I know man will talk to me about, oh, Gerrard never played with a great team. He's won a champs, dog. You know what I mean? That's why he's in the conversation. He's in the conversation because he won a champs. And don't get me wrong, he also had some good performances for England. But Kebab Lampard has to go in there second. So I rank it Scholesy, Kebab Lampard, Slipstar, Stevie G. Yeah.
Okay.
That's how I rank it.
Okay. Yeah, but yeah, Lampard's a straight baller, you know. He's actually like it's not natural, it's all learned, but like the brain he has, you don't see that anymore. Like that's crazy. And then you have Gerrard, like, so I didn't see like early Gerrard. The Gerrard I saw was kind of like trying to control the midfield, trying to like run the games. And like, I ain't gonna lie, he was playing with some trash on that pitch. He was playing with some trash. I've never seen. I don't understand how Liverpool were able to buy so many trash players back to back, because that was too bad. I don't like, and like, if you look at that no one can tell me that Champions League that he won, that he's literally won a Champions League with probably the worst ever Champions League squad you could imagine. It's like that against that AC Milan squad, which pretty much had a world-class player in every single position starting. Like, there's no reason why he should have won. He should have won that game, and that's actually insane. It's crazy.
That's the ghost. That's the Liverpool ghost, man. That's the ghost of them Liverpool, man. That's the Scouser ghost, man. That was that stadium turned into Hogwarts. There was bare witches flying around. You know what I mean? Bare witches flying around, in my opinion. Yeah. Bare witches flying around there. Like, Stevie G, that Champions League was impressive. He was a young buck, you know. I don't think people understand. He was a young buck when he got. And don't forget, Donny also won the, I think it was the UEFA Cup. They won this fake 5 trophies. You know, this is what I call it. Like, they won these fake 5 trophies and all of that. You know, Donny was little young, but when you got the captaincy and everything. But you know me, dog. I'm not gonna lie to you. I still don't rate Gerrard as highly as I rate Kebab Lampard. Like, Kebab Lampard's a different breed, bro. Like, let's talk about Kebab Lampard, like, and let's compare the two, right?
Let's compare the two.
Scholes is superior. Scholes is superior. Yeah? Scholes is untouchable. Like, this is right now, they're his children, right? They're his children. Yeah? So this is how man's gonna break the thing down for man. Scholes is Goku. Yeah? Xavi and Iniesta are Vegeta. Yeah? They're 18 on the kid. Then afterwards, yeah, you got Gerrard and Lampard. That's Gohan and Gotenks. Right? Yeah, that's not Gohan. What's my man? Trunks. Yeah, the little one. So compare the two. Shooting, I'll say they're on par, but I'll say Kebab Lampard edges it. Come on, man, Gerrard weren't getting that many stingrays in. So Kebab Lampard shooting, passing. Kebab Lampard. Short range, long range. Kebab Lampard. Let's be real. Then afterwards, you know, man talking about Stevie Slipstar Gerrard's character. Kebab Lampard won multiple titles, dog. Multiple titles. And let's not even forget, Kebab Lampard came to City and even packed Chelsea. You understand? Man, I'm forgetting that. So Kebab Lampard edges him in all things. The thing is with Gerrard, he was really good at certain things to a certain level. You get what I mean? But Kebab Lampard was always hard work, bro. Like, you can't knock Kebab Lampard. And you know what's mad? Man, I'm forgetting the hunchback of Stamford Bridge, you know? Kebab Lampard had a little hunchback. Are people forgetting? For my man with his little hunchback to get down and deep. Come on, bro. Respect Kebab Lampard. The hunchback of Stamford Bridge. Respect Kebab Lampard. The hunchback of Stamford Bridge, bro. Come on, bro. Respect him. Respect him, bro.
This is crazy. Like Lampard. See, the thing is, to me, I prefer Gerrard, but I think that's because of the character he has, and like, It is, although it's fun to mock him for slipping, but I'm telling you, Lampard would never do that. By the way, Lampard would never slip like that. He would never be caught slipping.
And who did he slip to? Who did he slip to? Who did he slip to? Chelsea. So, Gerrard, Liverpool fans, you look all Scousers. You look girl Scousers. You look girl Scouts. Yeah? Rah. Come back, your boy. Because your boy is there still on the ground. Your boy there still slipping. You see, when you see that Neymar meme, when Neymar's all rolling, Gerrard's still slipping. I swear that dance, bro. Next time I go to Liverpool, I'm going to hit that on the dance floor. A little slip, you know? That one there's mad.
Yeah, like, I'm not going to lie. That slip is too much for him because, like, why did it, like, I don't even know how he messed that up, you know? I don't even know how he messed that up. Because that's your one moment to shine, you know? That's a one moment to shine. Like, the thing is, for Gerrard, he started off so well. And from that Champions League win, to me, from there onwards, downhill. Like his last game against United, it just sums up everything for him. Like, man came on with the energy, people were getting gassed. He had the armband, he was ready to come on, he was getting pumped up. Man came on 38 seconds. Man tried to kill under Herrera and man got sent off. That was the crit. Nah. At that point, I was like, this guy is finished. He has to be finished. Like he fumbled it. He fumbled it. And there's been multiple times where like he's been the guy to fumble it. And you have to like watch his ball because like you're like, there's been moments where he could have won stuff, but he just couldn't do it. He just couldn't do it. It's a bit mad for him.
Yeah. Imagine that. You know the funny thing is with that story as well. My man's like doing the thing. He's like, don't slip. Don't slip.
Oh,
lads,
no.
We got this in the bag. Don't slip. And what did he go do? Doggy done. Doggy there done.
Cruel. Oh, that's too ironic.
I was arguing with Arsenal fans right now, and I said, bruv, you know what's mad? I said to Arsenal fans, right? Their biggest Champions League moment is losing 10-2. Like, people remember that 10-2 more than they remember them reaching a final.
Yeah, obviously.
Let's talk about Stevie G. You will forever be remembered as a slip star. Great player. But imagine that's how you went out. And I swear after that, the man got battered by Stoke. I swear it was like 6-2 or something. On his last game. Oh, God. Bro, you know what's mad?
He went out down bad.
You know what's mad, yeah? Do you know what's mad? It's similar to wrestling, right? Donny was there. You know what's mad? Like, he was there, like, he was there, you know what? He had the title wrapped. Then after he done the finishing move, he cheated. He used the steel chair. Then after, you know what happened to Donny? He just lost. Man tapped out. He tapped out. He got put in a cripple crossface. He tapped out. And then on top of it, he's crying in the ring. And then after someone else comes in and hits him with a steel chair at the end of it and says, brother, get out here, bro. That's what they said to him. Get out here. That's exactly what they said to him, bro.
Oh, no, yeah, it's mad. It's mad for him. It's mad for him. Yeah. Hey, I feel bad for him. I don't feel bad for him as a Scouser. So, you know, like I always say to Liverpool fans to piss them off, the greatest Scouser to play in the Premier League played for Man United. It'd be like that sometimes. It'd be like that. But anyway,
it's mad. Even Salah's taken over Doggy, bro. Salah's taken over Doggy. Like, do you know what's mad? Like, bro, man, I got that guy, bro. Man's got Borat. Borat come through and put I'm putting the slip star in the pack. How's Borat coming through? Borat's like, yeah, you know what? And Borat's killing it. Shout out Borat. I swear Borat's through in the African nations. So shout out Borat. But Borat's come through, delivered the Champions League, and Borat's also delivered the Premier League.
The league. What he couldn't do. He couldn't do it himself.
What the slip star couldn't do. The slip star. I'm not even trying to disrespect Donny. I see the comments going wild.
Yeah, they're going around. People saying aloud.
This is the uncomfortable truth, man.
It is uncomfortable, like, bro. Be ready to get uncomfortable.
Man, be real. Let me tell you this, right? Man, I talk about Gerrard, Lampard, and Scholes. Gerrard ain't got Premier League. If we're talking Champions League, we're talking total football, Gerrard comes out conversation. Gerrard needs to get out of this conversation. Let's replace him with Patrick Vieira. Let's replace him with Yaya Toure. Brother, Jordan Henderson.
Man said Hendo Nino over Gerrard.
Hendo Silva.
Man said Hendo Silva. Oh, my
Them man
God.
need to come in the conversation. Not no slipster.
It's a peak one. It's peak when Naby Keita has more Premier Leagues. You know, it's peak for him. It's peak. But yeah, we need to highlight. Lastly, we need to highlight probably my favorite.
Right, I heard there's a Chelsea fan in the background, bro.
Chelsea fan. Yeah, I'm seeing a Chelsea fan in the back.
Hey, who's Chris M? Who's Chris M? Chris M. United fans talking about Gerrard, brother.
Brother, come on and back your man.
Come and back your boy, Chris M. You've seen man back. You've seen man. Come on, bro. I see the Chelsea fan coming to back the hunchback of Stamford Bridge.
We got
the hunchback of Stamford Bridge.
We got Abs here. He's on. Pardon?
Nothing, bro. Man's talking about Scholes, Gerrard, and the hunchback of Stamford Bridge.
The hunchback of Stamford Bridge. No. You're talking about the man who every single English midfielder finished the highest on the Ballon d'Or ranking, so I'm not wrong. Second behind what's his name? Second behind Ronaldinho, who, by the way, is the greatest footballer of all time. So that's not an easy achievement.
Yeah, but you know what? Do you know what though? Do you know what the problem was there? Yeah, what my man was doing up. The boy Rooney was doing up Brazzers at that time, innit? Them man there were doing up MILFs. That's the problem. I don't understand. It's that MILF tax. So if that MILF tax never came into the equation,
hold on. Did Rooney ever won? What's the highest Rooney ever finished on the Ballon d'Or ranking?
Oh, we don't talk about that.
How many trophies has Lampard got?
How many trophies? Right, you know what? I don't believe that you should judge footballers on trophies because trophies are team collective. You should judge them.
Why do you put Lampard? Why do you put Lampard ahead of? Why they say? Why are Liverpool fans questioning if Salah goes ahead of Gerrard? What trophy edges him?
No. But here's the thing. I don't think Salah goes ahead of Gerrard. I'm gonna tell you my personal opinion. Obviously, agendas happen run, so I'm a back Lamp. But if you want my honest opinion, I think that out of the three, the best midfielder was indeed Steven Gerrard because I feel that he could have done every. No, I'll tell you why. Scholes was a baller. Lamps was a baller, but Gerrard could dribble. He couldn't dribble. He could tackle, pass from range, strike a ball from distance. You know, he could sit in the DM. I've seen the man play right wing. I've seen that man play right back. I've seen him play number 10, centre mid, defensive mid. How many times have you seen Scholes and Lamps do that?
Gerrard. Let me know.
So what you're telling me? Steven Gerrard was like a nipper.
Pushed out. He got pushed out to wing.
No.
Hey, the way Abs just described Gerrard there, he just sounded like a nip and tuck version of James Milner.
No way. Gerrard was easily the best English midfielder I've ever seen and the greatest, most individually accomplished one. You don't make an all-time Ballon d'Or team next to Xavi and Iniesta if you're a bum.
Okay, who do Xavi and Iniesta look up to, my dog? Who did they study?
Who did they study over there? Videos of?
Who did they study over there? You don't see that I want to be like Gerrard. Yeah, right. They say I want to be like the boy Scholes. You don't say I want to be like Gerrard.
Like all them.
You want to hear some quotes about Steve? All right, come on. Let's just
wait, hold on. Let's address the chats first. 1 minute. We're gonna get to Abs. We got a few, right? We got a few. So a few men are shouting out for eye test. Hey, eye test, if you're out there, slide through. Obviously,
come through.
Obviously, you know, we got a few man. Man said Gerrard got a red card in 41 seconds. I'm talking about Xhaka. Scholes is number one. Let's not forget he came out of retirement to help United win the league. Yeah, whilst these man went to the MLS.
He's not.
Then afterwards, you got man. Chris, I'm still waiting for Chris to come out. I don't even know what Chris is doing. He's all got a green thing on his thing. Like, he's all moving mad. Then after, you got JL, Crazy Gerrard got a double Scholes red card when Scholes can't tackle.
He said it got one.
This one's a violation. Man said Lampard, Scholes, and Gerrard. Gerrard is just a Sakura in this. If any of you man watch
Senegal's drawing.
Senegal's winning.
No. It's 2-1. It's 2-1. It's Liverpool.
It's 2-1 now.
Man said Gerrard. Man said Lampard and Scholes are Naruto and Sasuke. And Gerrard is just Sakura in all of this. Just all the potential, just useless. All the potential, just useless. We're not doing this. Where are the Liverpool man? Back your man.
Go on. Let Abs carry on landing.
No. Because here's the thing. One thing I'm not gonna have, even though I do love Lamps, I'm not gonna have people putting disrespect on Steven Gerrard's name. I'm gonna read out some quotes because you man always talk about quotes. Your GOAT, Alec Ferguson. Listen to what he said. He has become the most influential player in England, bar none. Everywhere the ball is, he seems to be there. He's got that unbelievable engine, desire, determination. Anyone would love to have Gerrard in their team. Thierry Henry, the greatest player to ever play in the Premier League. For me, and I have always said this, he will be regarded as one of the greatest midfielders ever when he finishes his career, no doubt. Zinedine Zidane, because you say Zidane talks about Scholes all the time, this is what Zizou said. Is he the best in the world? He might not get the attention of Messi and Ronaldo, but yes, I think he might just be. If you don't have a player like Steven Gerrard, who's the engine room, it can affect the whole team. Carlo Ancelotti, he is a complete midfielder. He has fantastic shots, passes and skills. He is undoubtedly one of the best midfield players in the world, full stop. Pele, Gerrard is an excellent player, absolutely world class. If I was a manager everywhere I went, I would buy Steven Gerrard. He is what Brazil needs. To me, he's one of the best midfielders in the world. He's an excellent player. These are legends of the game.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
Are you ready? No, wait. Hold on. We got a comment saying Sakurad in down below. Guys, hashtag Sakurad.
Is man ready?
Get this trending. When you get this trending.
In my opinion, I think, in my humble opinion, I think the two best are in this order. I think it goes Gerrard, Lampard, Scholes. And if you're talking about and if you're talking about greatness, and if I'll even go as far as this. I think, and I may get kicked for this, but I think Michael Carrick was probably a little bit better than Scholes.
Stop it.
Whoa!
Whoa! You're moving a bit crazy, my guy. You're moving a bit crazy, my guy. I don't know. Whoa. Where's I'm checking my polls. Is this correct?
Michael Carrick is one of the most disrespected midfielders in Prem history. This man.
I'm sorry. I say I've stopped you.
Brother, man, need to spray that holy water.
I'll stop you right there. I'll stop you right there. Okay. You see this guy Scholes, yeah. Okay. We need to start putting him in these conversations. Okay. This guy is the number one midfielder since Zidane. Like the guy is number one.
Bro, they even asked Zidane who's the best midfielder. They said no. They asked Zidane when Zidane won the Ballon d'Or.
Oh no!
How does it feel to be the best player in the world? He said, "I don't know. Go ask Paul Scholes." You know what it is, right? With Gerrard and look with Slipstar, Gerrard, and with my guy, what's his name? The Hunchback of Stamford Bridge, Kebab Lampard. Lampard.
Super right? Second Ballon d'Or behind Dino.
Let's be real. They're always in the conversation. Do you know why, right? Do you know why them two, it was conversate about them two, right? Because with them two, you got to take into consideration, they're like them girls that are over there. That man's always looking at, thinking, which one's better? And they're just, do you know the funny thing is, they're just like a 7 or 8. On a good day, they can, with makeup on and a nice dress on, they can be a 9. Gerrard's just that, Scholes is just that undoubtedly girl. The one that you can't even get. That's what Scholes
is. You just give up. You see, I'll be like, nah, never mind.
No. Scholes, you can't tell him because he's the. I'm sorry, listen, Paul Scholes, and this is not even a disrespect, but I'm just. If you're talking about natural ability, then fair enough. But here's the problem, my issue with Paul Scholes. As an individual player, someone who played that deep line, playmaking, quarterback role, whatever you want to call it, he did not get as much recognition as other men who played in that position. I'm sorry.
Bro, a whole academy watched videos of him. Some of the greatest midfielders literally looked at him to learn how to play ball. You understand, like without Scholes, you don't get Xavi and Iniesta. You do get that man watched it. Imagine as a kid, man said, "Sit down." You see that guy Scholes. You want to be him, okay? You want to be him. Because this guy it literally took Xavi, Iniesta, and Busquets to stop him. Do you know how crazy that is? That's it's so crazy that they had to use through the greatest midfield trio to actually stop this guy from playing. And it's too much. It's too much.
All right, let me ask you a question though, Sam. Let me ask you a question.
Good question.
All right. What in individual awards, as an individual, what did Paul Scholes win? Not trophies. I'm talking about individual awards.
Okay.
Because Scholes have had a personality.
No.
When have you heard Scholes? When have you heard Scholes talk? Go on, Sam. Go on.
I was gonna let me not say something to you. Okay. So if you're saying that, yeah, who got more individual awards, Petr Cech or Manuel Neuer?
I think Manuel Neuer.
I will see Chelsea fans say that the Petr Cech is better.
He's not though.
That's your opinion. Okay, who can name me a player who you think, a Chelsea player that you think is top? Like Drogba. Is Drogba up there?
Drogba is unfortunately he's not top 5. He's top 10 though.
Top 10 strikers.
Prem strikers. Prem
strikers. You know what? I appreciate that.
Bring on. There's someone in the background. Add him on.
Yeah.
Okay. No, but listen, and I want to make it clear. I'm not in any way trying to say that Paul Scholes is a bum. All three of them were fantastic players. It's just in my humble opinion, and I know I shouldn't be saying this, and I'll get cooked by my fan base. But Steven Gerrard is the most individually accomplished.
Okay. Yeah. So we have another caller. Okay, you got TJ. What are you saying, TJ?
I'm good.
Okay, so what are your thoughts on this? What are your thoughts?
The thing about me is Frank Lampard, when people talk about him, if anything, the guy he's an English version of Bruno Fernandes, man.
Oh.
Sorry?
Cool. That's how we do it.
Bro, if anything,
no.
If anything,
who do you support? Man United. And you're trying, we got that bum Fred and McToenails in your midfield, trying to say Frank Lampard was a I dare you disrespect the greatest English midfielder
Man said Fred and McToenails. Man said Fred and McToenails. Hey, bro, don't be talking when you got Ziyech and that Lukaku and
bro, man's got Shy Havertz. We ain't seen him.
Bro, you got that Make-A-Wish. You got the Make-A-Wish Jermaine Jackson on the wing. Marcus Rashford. Don't
TJ, say your thing, TJ. Say your thing, TJ.
No, but the thing about me was Paul Scholes. Yeah, he was a good player. He had the longevity and stuff. But growing up, it was like Gerrard and Lampard, because those were the two big names, especially in the England team. But
the two best.
Gerrard had the stats. He had the ability, he had everything, but he was in a Liverpool team that was shit, and he literally carried that Liverpool team to the Champions League final, which you do have to give him credit for. And Chelsea fans, Liverpool fans always have this argument, debate. I feel like Lampard is better because of the stats, but if anything, if Gerrard was in a better team, he would have had his stats would have been better. But Lampard, if you look at it, he had world-class players around him from the beginning when he was at Chelsea. He had Makelele, he had Michael Ballack, he had Florian Malouda, he had all these players. So hence why it was easier for him to do the things that he did, which was score goals and stuff. Whereas for Gerrard, he had to literally carry a team, carry them by the neck.
Gerrard carry, what did he carry?
Xabi Alonso exists, Xabi
Alonso exists. He was only there for 4 years out of 17 years. He was only there 4 years.
TJ, let me say one thing. Let me say one thing real quick, man. Let me just say one thing about Lamps. And because I'm hearing what you're saying about, he had all these players to support him. So hold on, because Manchester United fans told me that the greatest ever Premier League winning side they've seen was either the 2008 one that won the 3P or the ones that won the treble. And if they're supposedly the greatest of all time, and Paul Scholes was shining in them, what makes it different from Lampard?
Yeah, sir. No, but the thing about it is, I'm not here saying that I don't know. For me, the thing is like when you talk about the greatest midfielders.
I TJ, speak with chess. Speak with chess.
Say for me,
for me,
I'm gonna ask you a simple question. Is the Manchester United team in 99 and 2008 are they the two greatest Premier League teams that the league's ever seen?
Yes.
Okay.
If you're talking about Premier League achievement, I'll probably say the Centurions.
Nah.
That's
a whole other debate. That's a whole other debate.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
Premier League achievement is different because whereas Man United, it was the Champions League. If you're talking about Premier League achievement,
TJ, my brother, my guy. Listen, what spliff did you have?
No. I'm saying Premier League.
No. What spliff did you have?
Nothing, bro.
No, that spliff. I can smell it from here. That sounds real loud. That's got your brain cells messed up. How are you putting the Centurions ahead of a team that won won 3 trophies?
I'm not saying it,
bro. We were the best team in the world twice. Come on, bro. Come on, bro, man.
Bro, I'm not here trying to say like I do have my questions.
How you backing the slipstar?
Oh no.
What?
You can't back the slipstar.
No, I'm not.
Bro, no. Z, let me ask you a question, right? Let me ask you a simple question, right?
Okay, last question. All
right, this is the last one because I'm sorry. The thing about listen, have you ever seen a man take on Seedorf, Pirlo, Gattuso, Maldini? What's his name? Who else was in there?
Yapstam, Shevchenko,
Maldini. The man took Igor Bishkan, Steve Finnan, Vladimir Smitsa, flipping Harry Kewell, all these bums, and he went and drove at that Milan team and pulled it back 3-3. Have you ever seen a better individual performance in a Champions League?
Listen, it weren't just him. Shout out Luis Garcia. It weren't just him. Like, bro, let's be real. It weren't just him.
Luis Garcia.
Yeah, bro.
Luis Garcia done nothing. Did he score?
It don't matter if he never scored. This is the team.
Gerrard missed a pen.
Okay.
Man, we recovered his pen.
Come on, bro.
Fair enough. Listen, Steven Gerrard, I'm sorry, that is one of the best individual performances I've seen in a Champions League final, apart from Drogba's in 2012, because that's the king. That's happened.
All right.
Let's get TJ. TJ, thanks for calling.
Thanks
for calling. What have you? Come on, another show. We'd love to have your opinions. You've given us some great insight. Okay, I'll see. We'll see you in a bit.
And easy on the spliff next time. Easy on the spliff.
The spliffs are going a bit crazy. Like we need some. It's a bit of a mad one. All right. Like I feel like I swear you got someone in the background. Did you have someone in the background?
Yeah.
Not right now. In a couple minutes. Okay. So we need to talk about Scholes for a second because Abs, I don't think you quite understand the level of what Scholes was doing. Okay, you had full on teams, grown ass. You had Thierry Henry said, when we're going to face Manchester United, we know they've got Rooney, Ferdinand, Vidic, Carrick, like all these players, Ronaldo. Like at one point, Van Nistelrooy, Saha, all these players said, no, we need to focus on literally Scholes. Just Scholes. Said, if we can stop Scholes, we can stop United. And I'm even seeing here in comments, man are saying Vieira has a bigger legacy than Gerrard.
Facts.
People are saying people are saying that Essien should be here over Gerrard. Over
Ross. Bro, do you know what the thing is? Do you know the reason why I put Vieira ahead of Gerrard? Bro, look what he done internationally as well. Do you get what I mean? And after that man never went to MLS, bro. That man went Serie A, bro. You get what I mean? Like, let's be real, bro. Like, you get what I mean? It's like he goes for me, he goes ahead of Gerrard.
Right, you put Lampard out of Gerrard.
Yeah, I put Kebab Lampard there. There.
Kebab, that's super frank. As I told you, and you know what? Listen, I've done enough Gerrard defense. I'm not a Liverpool man. I don't like them. Can't stand the club. Some of their fans.
All right.
Now it's time for Super Frankie Lampard.
The kebab.
Okay. Right before that, we're gonna get another caller in. We can tell who he supports. He goes by the name of General Scholes. How are you doing, General?
Yo, people, what are you saying?
We're good. How's it going?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm just hearing this debate. I don't even think there is a debate, but I'm just hearing people talk about, these three individuals. And I just have to say, from the get-go, the Paul Scholes that you're talking about, Abs, is like, you're probably talking about a 28-year-old plus Paul Scholes when you start talking about him being a sole defensive midfielder. Because if you know Paul Scholes, he started off as a support striker. He was a cam. Yeah, he played throughout that midfield. He played various positions, but he was always an attacking player. It's only when his legs started to slow down, he adapted and became a more sitting back, quarterback type player. So the guy was like, he was something else. And then when you said that Zidane said that, was making all them quotes about Gerrard, you have to put everything into context. When Zidane made the quotes about Scholes, Zidane was still playing and just got voted the best player in the world. When he made the comments about Gerrard, Scholes had retired by then. Yeah, Scholes had retired by then. So what are we really trying to say? We're really trying to say because Zidane said that then Gerrard's now the best midfielder. Like, Scholes wasn't even about when he was talking about Gerrard. And besides, Zidane wasn't even playing. He was talking about the rest of the footballers like, oh, yeah, Gerrard, yeah, he's a good you. He's good. But when it comes down to pairs, he's playing pairs. He rated Paul Scholes over anyone. Just like Xavi, when they were playing pairs. It's not a case of looking at a younger player coming through. You're looking at someone in your age group, been playing in the same time as you. So it's a different sort of context when you're making the judgment of who's better and who's not. But the person said earlier on, Bruno Fernandes, he's like Lampard. I have to agree with him on that. I saw a young Lampard come up. Lampard. Lampard is your...
Abs is rattled.
Yeah, he's your 7 out of 10 performer weekly. He was a great player. He was a great, no flair to his game, nothing like that. But he was very effective. You don't have to have flair to your game to be a great player, for one, innit? He was very effective. Yeah, but if we're talking technical abilities or even just like who's the better player out of the three, to me, Lampard's at the bottom.
Oh.
To me, Lampard's at the bottom. If you're comparing a young Paul Scholes to a young Frank Lampard, miles clear. If you're comparing a young Steven Gerrard to a young Frank Lampard, again, miles clear. In fact, if Harry Redknapp didn't have so much say in Lampard's career, would Lampard have even made it to Chelsea? Yeah, if you really want to get deep about this, would he have even made it to Chelsea?
Back your man.
Because Redknapp and Lampard were two guys that were kind of just shoehorned into the system.
That's uncomfortable right there. Would Lampard have made it without his family connections? Is that what we're saying?
Excuse me, did you just say Lampard had no tech?
No, I never said he didn't have no tech. Compared to them three, he's the bottom.
In terms of okay, hold on, but isn't football based around your effectiveness and what you do on the football pitch, not just talent? Because by that logic, Hatem Ben Arfa is better than Mo Salah because he's got more ability.
All right, let's talk about the effect of your talent and how you output that in a game. How many games did Lampard? I've seen Gerrard control games. I've seen Paul Scholes control games. How many games did Frank Lampard control?
How many? The Champions League final against what's their names, against Bayern Munich, where he sat in a double pivot with an aging Ashley Cole, what's his name, an aging Didier Drogba, Juan Mata, who was good. These men were on this, most of the Frank Lampard. I'm sorry, this is where my Chelsea bias steps in. Frank Lampard was an absolutely brilliant. He is, when it comes
Frank Lampard controlled the Champions League final. Is this what we're saying? Are we really saying
Lampard?
Are we ready? Abs. Are we really saying Frank Lampard controlled the Champions League?
No. You're talking like Lampard was not effective and did not do stuff in them big games. At the end of the day, right? Lampard,
we're talking about controlling a game, dominance. We're talking about being the best midfielder on that park. I've seen that from Scholes. Many a time. I've seen that from even Gerrard many a time.
Gerrard never controlled. Gerrard, fair enough, but controlling the tempo of a game is just one part of being a midfielder. What about the times when Lampard made amazing last-ditch tackles against Leo Messi? But no one wants to talk about that because apparently he's the whole hanging. No.
Right now, Park Ji-sung did that, and he don't get his praise.
So should we compare Frank Lampard to should we start comparing Frank Lampard to Ander Herrera and these players? What are we saying? Are we comparing him to Scholes and Gerrard? Or are we comparing them to Ander Herrera?
No. We are comparing Frank Lampard to Gerrard and Scholes because I said Gerrard was the best English midfielder there's been, but the greatest English midfielder there's been is easily head and shoulders super Frankie Lampard. Frank Lampard finished second on the Ballon d'Or list behind Ronaldinho. Frank Lampard, what else is there? You've got so many quotes about him. Let me just, I'll pull up a couple.
Okay, I'm going to ask you this. Forget the quotes, right? Because this is not a uni lecture. I'm going to ask you this. I'm going to ask you this because you got your referencing on point, right? But this is a debate. Yeah, I'm going to ask you this. Who did he finish ahead of in that year?
Steven Gerrard. And would you say he done more than Steven Gerrard that year? Yes. He had a much better individual season than Gerrard.
Individual season?
Yes. You can, you know what? Forget the stats thing. Lampard, I know Gerrard did the whole thing, but listen, Gerrard, if you go back and watch that. No. But if you go back and watch that. No, but let me ask you a question, right? You see, with Frank Lampard, I'll tell you this for free. Do you not remember that season, that goal he scored against Bayern Munich? Chest stand, left way volley, bar bins against Oliver Kahn.
Bro. Hey, let me say this now. I've seen Scholes hit them long ones from anywhere, slapping the man is the master
Aston Villa, mate.
The Aston Villa got man scored from a straight corner. How Beckham swing it to him from the corner, man slaps it in immediately. Nah. You're talking about shooting.
Yeah, Scholes was taking the piss at one point. He was taking penalties and hitting them with the outside of his foot into top corners.
He's not.
Like, he was taking the mick at one point.
Considering you're bringing Zizou, I'm going to tell you, I'm bringing you a quote about an old Lampard. This wasn't even Prime Lamps because we already know what Prime Lamps was on. This was
Prime Lamps. I don't know Tesco Value Lamps.
Back.
No. This was when Lamps was 35 and going to the 2014 World Cup, where apparently Gerrard was still clear. This is what Zidane said. Zizou. He said, the English player who changes things and who really is a leader is Lampard, not Gerrard. I know Scholes was retired at that point, but when it came to them two midfielders, he said Lamps. He didn't say Gerrard.
Has he ever labelled Gerrard or Lampard better than him?
Well, no, but that's circumstantial.
But how come he done it for Scholes?
Not because he did label Gerrard as the best midfielder in the world, but you also have to take into consideration that at the time Lamps and Gerrard weren't in their bag.
How come he done it with Scholes? Right after he got the Ballon d'Or.
No. How many Ballon d'Or votes did Scholes get? How many?
Oh,
mate,
forget
the Ballon d'Ors. Look at the comments. Comments are going mad.
Hold on. That's a violation right there. Hold on. You need to relax right there. That's a violation.
Bro, Paul said Gerrard, Scholes, Lampard. See? I'm seeing the comments going mad.
I'm seeing comments saying Scholes is the greatest midfielder.
They put Kebab Lampard last.
Bro, I'm seeing certain man being called a New York City reject.
Wow.
New York City reject.
Man said he weren't cutting it there. Man said the biscuits weren't enough.
You guys are just enough. I'm going to read out some of Lampard's individual awards. In 2005, he won the FWA Player of the Year and the PFA Fans Player of the Year. He got Premier League Player of the Season, got in the Premier League PFA Team of the Year in 2004, 2005, and 2006. And 2004, he wasn't even in his bag. This was
guys,
before
I'm out. I've got to take a call, so thanks for having me on.
It's all right.
No worries, no. But Lamps got back-to-back PFA Team of the Years in 04, 05, and 06, and 04 wasn't even the season where he cooked. Do you remember that goal he scored against the Pagans at Highbury, where we beat them 2-1, Weybridge last minute? There's a bunch of things I can talk about. The man got, what's it called? he got, and you say he what's it called? You say he didn't get anything at the MLS. Man got an MLS All-Star award in 2015.
We're really gonna know about MLS All-Star award. Oh
and
God!
Also, when people tell me that Gerrard was the best midfielder in the world in 2005, guess who won England Player of the Year in 2005? Super Frankie Lampard. There's a bag of things.
So we're gonna base this off of people's off of just basically popularity contest, because if we're going by that, Jorginho has also gotten third in Ballon d'Or.
Yeah. What contest?
So
what metric are we trying to weigh this at?
Better, is Jorginho better than Essien and Makelele because he got that one to third place? Then
no, but it's not just that, man. It's not just that. Listen, individual awards aren't the sole thing. It's a bunch. First off, you have to look at the eye test. You have to watch them, because for me, the eye test is always the most important thing. Then you look at what they've produced for their position. So I'm not gonna judge Scholes on goals and assists, because goals and assists, even though he did get
he had seasons. He had seasons playing second striker, and he was slapping in like 15 goals in Premier League. Like the guy.
Could I make one point about this thing that we're gonna do with the whole Scholes thing and goals and assists? United played differently to Liverpool and Chelsea. I.e., United was all about the team. Yeah,
we don't have individuals.
All about the team. So there was never ever a reliance on any one individual. Yeah. Whereas those two other teams, where Gerrard did carry Liverpool through certain seasons. Yeah. Lampard, it wasn't a reliance on him, but there would be a focal point, i.e. a Drogba or someone else. Like there would be a focal point when it came to them teams. With Man United, we didn't really have a focal point as such, a supreme reliance on an individual in the early 90s, mid 90s, early 2000s, only till Ronaldo, we had our icons, like Eric Cantona and whatnot, but there wasn't a reliance on these individuals. It was the team. So it's kind of, when it comes to goals and assists with Scholes, he wasn't expected to do that for us.
I know, and that's what I'm saying. I'm not judging him on that. I'm judging him on his output in that specific position. And let me tell you another thing. And this ain't a popularity contest. This was in 2004, where apparently Lampard wasn't that much of a baller. He was kind of robbed. The man got put in the. I want to make sure I got this correct. So in the 2004, what's it called? UEFA European Championship squad. I don't think I see Steven Gerrard. I don't think I see what's his name, Paul Scholes. I see Frank Lampard in there. I even say a young Wayne Rooney in there. Wayne Rooney got in ahead of Scholes, and Rooney wasn't even in his bag at the time. So what won?
Hey, wait, okay. Firstly, Wayne Rooney's bag started from debut. There was no bag for him to get into. He was crazy. Wayne Rooney from day one was doing a madness. We can't compare him to these other people because he's not even a midfielder like that.
You know what? You also need to ask the other players in that team while going, because that's what they were saying as well. Why ain't Scholes in the team, and why ain't Scholes playing centre midfield? Yeah, because even when Capello was playing Scholes out in the left wing in that squad there, because he was trying to force Lampard and Gerrard in the middle. The other senior professionals were like, they were baffled. They were confused why Scholes was out on the left. Like, they could not get it. Like, so how is the other teammates realizing that Scholes needs to be in the middle over these two, but the manager isn't, because he's just trying to fit in all the names?
Okay, let me ask you a question, right? How many times did Paul Scholes get in a FIFA Pro World 11? So these are the best players in the world voted by.
But then are we using that logic? We're now gonna have to say that Modric is better than all of them.
Oh, Modric! If you're asking me who's better, Modric out of if you're telling me Modric or Lampard, I'll say Modric.
Yeah, but I'm saying is Modric better than all of them?
It's debatable.
Wait, he's won a Ballon d'Or. The man's got FIFA Pro. Gerrard I swear it was Gerrard who made the all-time Ballon d'Or 11 like twice.
He did, because he's a brilliant
footballer. We're going on individual achievements. Then we have to put. Then you're just putting it on Gerrard then, because he's actually had the highest. He's had some of the highest achievements.
Yeah, I know. And that's what I'm saying. But that's why I said right from the start, Steven Gerrard is the greatest English midfielder out of all of them. If you're talking about solely because here's the thing, there's a big difference between ability and what you produced. If ability-wise, yeah, I'll give it to you. Scholes and Lampard, Scholes and Gerrard were ahead. But in terms of what they produced over their whole career, I'm sorry, I think Lampard and Gerrard are just slightly above. The only place where Lampard flopped and where Scholes and Gerrard did a bit better than him, even though I don't think Gerrard was that amazing, was England.
I ain't gonna lie. If you're talking about what they produced in their careers, one won a treble and
yeah.
and a double.
If we're talking about careers, Scholes beats all of them, like full stop, mate.
Like man's got how many Premier League titles, 2 Champions Leagues. Like the thing that's crazy about him though is the fact that he's one of those players that isn't fashionable. He's not one of those guys that like you say I want to be like Scholes growing up. You don't people weren't saying like, oh, Scholes is the guy, stuff like that, because he didn't even want to be the guy. Man was just a quiet guy, he's humble, keeping to himself, and he went about his own business. And because he didn't make himself, he tried not to make himself a big name. Other people don't view him as this great player. But if you watch him, if you experience the fact that how many teams were struggling to combat with him, they've had to pull out. I've seen people put just numbers in midfield to try and overpower him and fail. I've seen some of the greatest midfielders come up against him, get dropped, red card, like can't press him, can't touch him, absolutely insane. And it's just crazy. Like I'm not even gonna lie. I'm have to say it. Like Roy Keane goes above Gerrard and Lampard.
Ooh.
Roy Keane goes above them because if we're talking about individual performances, we have to see. Have you seen what the guy Roy Keane did in Champions League? Man stood up to Zidane and said, "Nah, this is my game," and came through. So if we're really doing it like that, Keane goes above them. Vieira's done a madness as well. Petit, Essien, like what we gonna say then? Because we can't just value these players individually, because then based on their individual trophies or achievements, because it's always gonna be unfair on one player.
No, it's not even that though. Football's a team sport. Football's a team sport. So ultimately, like I have this argument with football fans a lot recently, and I find this newer generation as well that seem to admire these individual awards over the team awards. Mate, it doesn't matter what an individual does in a season if the team doesn't win nothing.
Yeah.
It really doesn't. It really doesn't.
You want to know why that's not fair? Because let me give you an example, right? So, what's his name? Just to throw a name out there. R9 never won a Champions League. But people say that R9 was the greatest striker of his generation. Thierry Henry won a Champions League.
Yes, because of what he done at the World Cup. On the world stage.
On the biggest stage. Come on.
Yeah, but was it based on just his soul? Was it just based on his
impact and his that's
where the problem lies.
Based on his impact, but if he didn't win the World Cup, he wouldn't get the
Exactly.
I disagree.
If he wasn't part of that World Cup winning team, he wouldn't be getting those accolades. He wouldn't be considered as one of the greatest strikers ever. He would not.
All right, guys, we're coming to the end of the show. So I'm gonna go to both of you, and I'm gonna ask you to give in order Gerrard, Lampard, Scholes in your order. Abs, you go first.
Unfortunately, it has to be the slip and slide merchant first. Super Frank second, and Paul Scholes third. But it's not. No one's clear of anyone. They're all very clear.
Okay. General, what's your thoughts and opinions? What's your order?
Well, he's only named general for one reason, and the others are captains and lieutenants, mate. Gerrard's a captain, Frank's a lieutenant.
Okay, we have it there. And for me, I say it's Scholes, then Gerrard, then Lampard. Guys, it's been a great show. It's been some crazy ones. We've had some crazy comments. Even people are saying that Roy Keane didn't have ability. Still, it's been crazy, guys. It's been crazy, guys. It's been a great show. Okay, it's been a great show.
Them man there were born 2010.
Okay, guys. Make sure to hit the like, hit the subscribe, share it to all your friends, your friends of friends of friends, friends of friends of friends of friends. And we'll see you next week for another show. Make sure to follow me at Doctor Who Sam 7 on Instagram. You can DM me any of your opinions, suggestions, contact us. Follow all the socials down below. And it's been a great show, and we'll see you next week. See ya.
Bless people.
I love people.